Okay, so I'm using Ciro Marchetti's Kipper again, and this reading is devoted to Eric Trump. Will you wind up in the slammer? So this is an update, and of course the whole Trump crime family, well, they each have their own playlists, so you can just scroll over to the playlist, and I guess that wants to be the first card. They usually don't fall out, but okay. So anyway, yeah, playlists are there. Things are organized pretty well. But Eric Trump, what is in your future legally? I use this deck because it's so good for legal issues. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm tuned into, well, I have to be careful. I was tuning into Eric, and I kept, what's his name? Stephen Colbert, you know, where he shoves his lip up and then goes, Dad. It kept popping into my head. God. Okay. Here's all, let's get the top row lined up. And the rest will go faster. Actually, maybe I should come down a little. Sometimes it cuts off. You guys have to tell me, because I never go back and watch my own videos unless somebody tells me to look at something. Oh, and he came through there. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. We have a subpoena or an indictment here that will lead to the lockup, you know, of course, after a grand jury trial. But he could be part of a sweeping grand jury trial, maybe with the J6 committee report. Ooh. Okay, and then here's his wife down here. Wow. Okay. Chopstick. So because he's, I'm starting over here. So he's on the side that is literally like exiting the reading. Doesn't have anything sneaking up behind his back, but this entire reading is mostly about his past catching up to him in the future. That's how it goes. He's not down here in the bottom, but so he has a little more control, but this is all about his past, and I don't really think he has that much control because these other cards are really tricky. Okay, so the thievery card has to do with, you know, there's some loss that comes through because he's been very irresponsible. And there's, you know, his negative past catching up with him. This would be the so-called stolen election, the big lie. But it could also be with, he could have been one of those that signed one of the checks that had to do with Stormy Daniels' payout. Interesting. Okay, so, yeah, man. So the loss from the irresponsibility, problems, major problems, sad news, and more than a down patch, I think a health issue is what's coming into his future. Now, this would be his sister, this privileged lady, so this would be Ivanka, and I believe this would be her testimony to the J6 committee where she said that she believed Bill Barr, and that she believed that her dad did not win the election. But, you know, she's just, I mean, she supported him with everything, and it just at the, you know, when push came to shove, she did the smart thing for herself. But I don't give her any credit with anything other than she knows how to save her own ass. So there's that. This is all the J6 committee investigation, and he may go down for guilt as to receiving money. This would be Don Jr., his brother. Could also be his ambitions and the work that he did. But yeah, but look at this right here. It's like, ruh-roh, and some time, some incarceration. My goodness. And his wife, Lara, is she might be, maybe she has something in on it too, because this card hanging over her, you know, she worked for Trump for a long time. She was part of the Trump admin at 180 grand a year. But anyway, so this line here looks to me like a down patch for her, and it's either because he's locked up and they have those, what, 4 or 5 kids or whatever, or 4 kids, I think. Maybe it's only 3. Yeah, I think it's only 3. It's Don Jr., that was 5. But anyway, this, if it's not imprisonment for her as well, it's at least a really challenging time and restriction for her. But what else is notice the cards that are knighting to her. So we have money. It's hard to mess up this card. The only way to mess up this card really is to have some very negative cards around it, and we do. So the money, her earned income is just trashed. That's hanging over her. And then she's going to spend it on lawyers here. And she's going to be doing a lot of meeting with attorneys. I didn't mean to read on Laura, but she showed up. And, you know, this would probably be a subpoena for her as well. She won't have to give testimony on her husband because you can't, you know, that's one of those laws. But I don't know. When it comes to insurrections and federal crimes, are there any different laws on that? I don't know. I'm ignorant there. Let's see. There's something with the for Eric. There's something with the insurrection, I feel, because we have the J6 community up here. We have oftentimes I see these two cards when they show up together as being Jack Smith and Merrick Garland. Well, that's like sneaking up on her and her reputation. Her reputation is trash. His, you know, he's maybe he has some control over how much stress he's going through, but this is a lot of stress. You know, we can read this card like the fish card in the Lenormand and change the meaning into a lot, a lot of stress. And this line here. Okay, interesting. I didn't expect this. I thought he might get away with something, but it's certainly not looking like it. He had some teamwork. Remember, because where he came through, this is all his past that's catching up with him, and the gift is going to be a lot of stress because of his karma. And, you know, I mean, the fact that he's up here rather than down here is a little bit better, maybe. Yeah, Ivanka flipped. He's had teamwork and worked in an ambitious way for his father, and it's all in the J6 committee report. And that investigation is going to be what brings in the most of what takes him down. So, yeah. I can't see whether or not I'm looking, but well, maybe Stormy Daniels is over here, you know, like the quickie with his dad. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of the payout there. He could have been a signature. I mean, that's the thing, is we just have to take for granted that he's been, what I don't remember his exact title, but he and his brother have both been signatories on Trump, you know, incorporated accounts, Trump org accounts. So there's that. Let's see what's at the bottom. Oh yeah, documents. Interesting. Okay, so documents. Maybe all of these are kind of going ahead of him. So documents, all communications that would have to do with getting people to the Capitol. And then the assets with his family, like this is his soul journey. Yeah, I think this has more to do with his immaturity and just poverty consciousness. Maybe he's still really missing his mom. There's that possibility too. Well, okay. That's about all I have. Let me move these cards away just in case you want to screenshot it real quick. And then I'll get it uploaded. Okay, I'll keep my hands away. All right. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye.